BYOT. Bring your own tacos.
Dick swinging.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast.
We can say fuck.
With Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
I don't care, I've been smoking, this is cool. That's a decent amount of sausage. This man needs a doctor! Yeah, I just hope they're tasty. What's up with these clowns, man? Cut the lights and went through people's pockets. Don't you point that at each other. Let them smoke a little. You need to step it up to that point. We're not gonna lead with the. We're not gonna lead with
that. It was weird, dude. Honestly, I don't know if it was something like it was me being susceptible to certain situations. Went back as far back as I can remember. I think I was 6 years old. I used to see this guy in my closet, dude. He had a half-burnt face. It looked scared the living shit out of me.
I could imagine as a kid.
Yeah.
Seeing that shit.
Dude, it's weird. And I don't want to you guys think I'm insane or anything. He would talk to me. He'd be fucking mad. I would just be what the fuck, dude? Just hide under my covers. And one time I went in the closet and I actually looked and I saw him and scared the crap out of me. And I kept it a secret for a while. Finally told my parents and they thought I was out of my mind. Sent me to so many therapy sessions. And this kid is fucking crazy.
Sounds like the start of every ghost movie.
Yeah, seriously, and it kind of ended when I got older. Until I would say quite recently. It was maybe about 3-4 years ago. I was home from school, and my parents and everyone left to bring my sister to go check out her college. And I'm sitting at home. We have one of those home security systems that actually contacts the police if something goes off. And I'm sitting there, and the same closet, I hear a thump upstairs, so I go up, and the closet door fell off its hinges, and I was like, what the fuck? And the dogs, I had about a few dogs, and they looked really suspicious of it, so they went towards the door, and one of them peered their head in, because there was a little opening from the way the door fell, and the second the dog peered its head in, it ran back. It just ran right out the door, ran out of the house, and was just you could tell the dog was fucking spooked. The second the dog ran, the alarm started going off. And normally if the alarm goes off, you're gonna get a call from the alarm company asking if everything's okay. What I found extremely weird is that I turned off the alarm, no one ever called. So I was was it really the alarm going off, or was it tripped from some paranormal stuff?
Okay.
I mean, who knows?
Huh. That's eerie, especially whenever I hear animals reacting.
Yeah, to
things you don't see. That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It was scary, dude. I was I'm not chilling in this house alone anymore. I'm good on that.
Is that an old house or?
Yeah.
Relatively new?
No, I believe it's fairly old, and I know that the area, Copeg, the town that we were in, is named after an Indian tribe. There is it used to be a woods, and pretty much everywhere used to be woods. But I know there's a lot of areas in Long Island that were heavily settled by Native Americans.
Oh yeah, big time, yeah. That's crazy, man.
It was pretty nuts, dude.
It's definitely spooky. You're not in that house anymore, luckily.
No, thank God. Get the fuck out of there.
Got away from the burn face, man.
Yeah, right.
Well, that was a perfect October spooky, creepy story to start us off here.
Yeah, breaking it in to this episode. Welcome to American Slacker Podcast. As always, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Jesse. And today we are joined by our guest host, Matt Hanley.
What's up, you guys?
Thanks for being here, man.
Definitely.
We appreciate your company as you're scaring the crap out of us with your ghost stories.
Yeah, spooking the shit out of us, man.
That's what I do best, you know?
Now, we always like to thank our Patreon supporters at the top of the show. First off, we got Dave Gunn. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Dave.
Next up, we got Kyle, Noel, and Bradford from the Crime Roulette podcast.
Yeah, be sure.
Thank you guys very much.
Be sure to check them out. They do a hell of a show.
And then we got Aaron W. of the Yes and I Am podcast. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support.
Hell yeah, another great podcast to check out.
So we also have a new thing that we're doing, along with our Patreon shoutouts. We started a bit of a contest on Twitter every week. If you have a podcast and you retweet our pinned tweet, which should be our most recent episode, you have a chance to get a pod shoutout, which is what we're just about to do here.
Hell yeah. We got a good response from it, too.
Yeah, it's not bad. We got 5. We got 5 retweets on it.
Yeah, for the first time.
I think I'm gonna try and publicize it a little bit more on Twitter throughout the week, because it was kind of a spur of the moment idea that we started doing it.
Hell yeah.
But
it's cool.
The way this is gonna work, out of the 5 that we have here, Matt, I have them in front of me. Matt doesn't see them. He's gonna pick number 1 through 5. Whatever one he picks, they're getting the shout out.
I'm gonna go with 3. It's my number.
All right, 3 is Pop Nation USA.
Nice.
It's
right.
three guys hell-bent on saving the world from crappy beer, educating you on beers, breweries, beer, and events, and more. You can listen Fridays on iTunes, and you can follow them at Hip Hop Nation or Hop Nation USA. Did I say Hip Hop Nation?
You said Hip Hop Nation. I was expecting they were gonna feed me some hip hop.
I started reading about beers. I fucked up the first pod shout out.
I was pretty excited, I gotta say.
At Hop Nation USA. Hop Nation USA. Check them out.
Worth checking out. Who doesn't like beer? Any guy listen to this. Come on. We all like.
And if you want a shitty shout out, make sure you retweet our tweet on Twitter.
Come on now. People are still hearing
so
about
Matt, segueing, what do we got coming up in the show?
All right, we're going to start it out. As always, we got a shit ton of bizarre news. We got some good shit going on. Ooh, dude, we got a good clip. It's debatable. You take what you want from it. We'll get to it later. Then we're going to talk about some video games. We got a blast from the past. We're going to talk about some of our favorite horror-type video games. And we have the games of gold, of course. And then we're going to wrap it up. We've come across a list of the best haunted attractions. We figured we'd talk about a few of them, so stick around.
And with our weird news, we always like to start out with a little bit of weed news. And this time we're talking about Senator Al Franken. He is a senator out of Minnesota, and he had a C scoring by NORML, which is the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws.
Hell yeah.
Now, that's not a great score to be getting from NORML as a senator, but recently that could change for him, and he could be looking at a bright and shiny A+. Because this month he introduced a couple of bills. One to allow states to establish their own medical marijuana laws without federal obstruction. He signed on to another that would allow legal weed businesses to do banking.
Nice.
And he's co-sponsoring a third one to allow marijuana growers and sellers to receive tax credits and deductions for expenditures like other small businesses.
Hell yeah, just like any other farm that's operating, they get tax credits for a lot of the shit they have to buy, equipment and supplies. That makes sense. The banking's amazing.
Businesses in general, there's a lot of stuff that they can't write off.
Would that be a first for the banking? Other states that are...
Well, there's an issue with federal banking because no matter what, it's federally illegal. So as soon as like a bank takes it, they're under like a legal obligation. They could get raided and they can get closed down basically because they've taken money from a drug operation knowingly.
The only way around it is working with local credit unions that don't operate or have to answer to the federal.
Yeah, like...
Oh, okay.
And even then, they still have to sort of charge it as like an ATM charge on your card and then pay you, like, and give you change.
It's crazy, man.
So, I mean, this kind of stuff is what we need in our Congress and Senate. You know, people who are going to support making it easier for these businesses to get off the ground rather than stifling them with more restrictive laws that are severely out of date.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that have the money to actually step into this industry that's going to be so fruitful are afraid to because of what could happen if they do invest a lot of money into it. It could just get shut down and fucking boom, that's, you know, $500,000 Fucking getting license
seriously.
applications are fucking enough to begin with.
Yeah.
And a little side note about Al Franken. He was on SNL, a writer on SNL, back in like I want to say when it started. And so he's seen his share of cocaine and marijuana use in the past.
Ha.
That makes a lot of sense.
But he swore off drugs and stuff when he saw a lot of his friends overdosing young and becoming victim to addictive tendencies and stuff like that. But it's good to hear that he's coming around on marijuana. As always, I'll post this up on the Facebook on Mondays so that people can check out the article if they want. And that article was out of citypages.com.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to hear that because, man, I'm a firm believer that weed's it's a good substitute. It'll keep people off of a lot of other options, a lot of worse drugs out there.
Very true.
You know? And the guy in our next story, maybe if he stuck to weed, he wouldn't really be brought up on American Slacker right now. A 33-year-old man who used to play for the Detroit Red Wings, Yuri Hudler, recently came into some trouble on a flight after he demanded that a flight attendant give him some cocaine.
I don't think they keep that in the beverage cart.
They don't, unfortunately. And when she denied giving him cocaine, he threatened to have her killed by his friends when they arrived in Prague.
So you're 30,000 feet in the air, freaking out because you don't have coke. That's exactly what this situation sounds like.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have someone fucking knock you over.
Oh,
when we land at our destination.
I could only imagine. He's probably panicking in this fucking tube trapped in the sky. Needs more cocaine. Apparently now they're accusing him that he did cocaine in the bathroom previously, and he even tried to urinate on a food cart on the plane. Of course,
What's that gonna accomplish?
Yeah. Of course, he's denying all of this. Now, it's coming to an issue where it's going to make it hard for him. He's currently a free agent trying to get signed, and this is going to make it a bit harder for him to get signed, obviously.
I would think.
He's a good player, though.
The weirdest thing is that he won in 2015, he won the Lady Byng Trophy, which is given to the player who exhibited the best type of sportsmanship. Yeah.
One guy in the game, one guy out of the game.
Yeah. Oh my god, I guess, right?
He only respects his fellow hockey players, apparently.
Don't hold me to the same standards in regular life. This is fucking crazy out here. Have you tried cocaine?
For all we know, this could have been a coke deal gone wrong. She was supposed to have the drugs. She was supposed to get him through security and get him onto the plane.
Mr. Hudler, you got on the wrong plane.
Oh, so there's a different flight attendant that's holding, apparently.
Holding a large baggie full of that white powder he's after.
Hey, someone had a good flight, though.
Yeah, she's like, he's not coming. So she just did it all herself.
Yeah, right?
Well, getting enraged is all the rage as we move into our next story. This weekend, people were offered a special Szechuan dipping sauce from McDonald's, as inspired by the Rick and Morty promotion of, if you're not familiar with Rick and Morty, it is a, I guess, knockoff version of Back to the Future, but a cartoon and very, very rude and hilarious. And McDonald's caved into Rick and Morty show demand of wanting to have the Szechuan dipping sauce, which was a dipping sauce that was released for the Mulan movie back in the 90s as a promotion. And people at McDonald's severely underestimated the chaos that could rain down on them for not having enough of this dipping sauce for this promotion.
What was it? Like some guy that he sold that sauce, right? For like an absurd amount on eBay?
I wouldn't be surprised if people went and snatched them up. There's video footage of people chanting, "We want sauce, we want sauce." I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Oh my god, it sounds like panic.
They're clearly enraged at the fact that they have not provided enough sauce. They said that they only were provided 70 sauces and there were like 1,000 people outside this one McDonald's. And I guess I thought there was
pissed,
supposed
too.
to be a poster or something too. I thought I had read something here about them having like posts. They were supposed to have posters, and one place only had like 10 posters, and people freaked out. There's all kinds of tweets about it. There's people holding up signs that says "No Szechuan sauce." #Give us the sauce. #Give us the sauce. I don't care if it takes 9 seasons, which is a reference to the Rick and Morty episode where he's demanding this dipping sauce.
Must be some good fucking sauce.
I mean, that's the thing. People haven't even been able to try it because the promotion was so underwhelming with how much they provided to the actual stores. Some stores didn't even know what people were talking about when they brought up the Szechuan sauce promotion.
Happened to me. I was a little
man.
upset. Not gonna lie.
And you know what that was? That was fucking store managers hoarding it all for themselves,
Oh, you know,
putting it out on eBay.
putting it on eBay, making a fortune.
They should have got some of that sauce on the flight. Could at least hook that guy up with that instead of some cocaine.
There you go.
Yeah. Calm your ass down.
Damn. There's a posting.
we got Szechuan sauce. Just
There's
relax.
a posting on eBay of Szechuan sauce that's going for $644 Australian.
Yeah, no, I told you. It was the whole big ordeal about it was this guy when they first released it saved it from back when Mulan came out, and this dude sold like one fucking thing of sauce for like it was like in the thousands, dude. It was absurd.
Insane.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Hey, stock market's crashing, but you know you can always invest in Szechuan sauce.
Right? Fuck baseball cards and comic books.
Yeah, right.
The Szechuan sauces are where it's at. That's why I've been stockpiling ranch in my glove box.
Oh god, I don't think ranch is gonna have a increase in value over time.
You never know, man.
Just bribing officers when you get pulled over.
It'd be like,
Sir, I've got the sauce.
I got tons of Szechuan in here if we could make this all go away.
So what if I told you I had 2 packets of Szechuan with your name on them?
He's like, whoa. It's like, whoa, let's just say this ticket never
It's
happened.
like, let me go turn the dash cam around. Can't make this deal on camera. So yeah, if you haven't tried Szechuan sauce, you probably never will. And if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, go check it out.
Yeah, man.
That's what I have to
It's
say about
wacky,
that.
man. They're traveling back in time. They're fucking doing all kinds of crazy scientific experiments on that show. I like it. It's a new addiction because
Multiverse.
maybe check it out. Well, speaking of time traveling, the gentleman in our next story claims that he's traveling through time, and it's all due to aliens. Brian Johnson was arrested for public intoxication by Casper police in Wyoming after he had been running around town telling people that the aliens were coming next year and we need to make sure to leave as fast as possible.
Oh, we only got a year. Fuck.
1 year, man. We're in deep shit.
Where does he expect us to go?
Elon
Yeah,
Musk,
right?
he's urging. We need to speed up
Yeah,
this
right.
Mars X. Apparently, another thing he had mentioned to the cops is that he stood on a giant pad, which supposedly was supposed to transport him to the year 2018, and it brought him here. So something happened there. Mishap.
He was off by a little
Maybe
bit.
he was off a little bit on the alcohol because he claimed that he was able to travel through time because the aliens filled his body with alcohol.
Oh, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
You have to get really drunk to time travel.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
makes sense.
I keep trying that, but it only goes forward.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, it goes forward. What happened to these
Just
days?
wake up like 8 hours later feeling really shitty.
Oh, yeah. A lot of regret. Hey,
time
maybe,
travel.
that's kind of the one part of the story that actually makes a little sense. I mean, they found that he had a blood alcohol concentration of like 0.136. He
Damn.
was fucking wasted.
My favorite part is he says he wants to talk with the president
Yeah.
of the town.
Yeah, that's...
Town president.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I completely overlooked
Be the
it.
governor, mayor.
He needs to warn the head of the town.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
too
Who else
funny.
would he speak to besides the president of the town?
Get me the county
this
secretary
one
of
town.
defense.
They get...
Like fuck every other.
He won't
town,
shut up
just
at the
this one
jail.
town.
They're just like, get the janitor. Go over there and just stay here.
Tell him he's the town president. Believe it. So what I think's fucked up about this is if the aliens are coming next year and he was supposed to be sent to 2018, they're just gonna drop him like a day before it happens
Yeah,
as like a funny joke
he's like,
or something.
man, I just wanted to check
Hey,
it
we're gonna
out.
get you drunk. We're gonna release you like the day before it happens, and like watch people not believe you, and then like we want to see the look on their faces when they realize you were right, and we come in the next day. Like that's an elaborate plan for these aliens.
Maybe he was just a scout, and they were gonna pull him out. They were like, "We're gonna pull you out right before it happens. Don't worry, we're not gonna pull him out."
And then we can all laugh at how dumb everyone was for not believing you. It's an elaborate fucking joke. Like, it makes more sense to get dropped, like, a year before, because then, like, you have a year to try and warn people. I don't know.
Maybe,
I guess if he's right, we'll see.
Maybe the alcohol made him forget that detail. It's like, oh, no, I was arguing I needed to go to the 2018, but they kept telling me I needed to go to 2017. That's right. Yeah.
Either way, I'm sure he's going to wake up sober, and he's going to be kind of screwed.
Full of regret.
That's for sure. Another person who's probably regretting their decisions is the grandson in our next story, because he didn't put down that fucking last donut, and that's a stab-worthy charge on part of his grandfather. His grandfather doesn't handle that shit.
Well, the last donut's a serious offense. Don't fuck with Grandpa's last donut.
Right? And in Raytown, Missouri, a man has been charged with stabbing his 12-year-old grandson in the arm after an argument over a donut. 67-year-old man was charged Tuesday with first-degree domestic assault and armed criminal action. Bond set at $50,000. What's more interesting is the fact that he snapped early on Tuesday when the boy refused to give him a donut. So it wasn't even the last donut, he was just being greedy as fuck.
Wow.
What an asshole.
Wow.
The bleeding boy then ran to get help at a neighbor's house. The blade went completely through the boy's forearm, creating a 4-inch long wound.
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
And police...
That's what happens when you disrespect your elders.
Oh, my God. He's lucky.
He learned real quick that you should just give people the donut, especially if they got a knife.
Oh, who pulled it out? Did the grandpa pull the knife out, or did the kid? I mean, I feel like he should have his arm, fucking stuck to the table.
I feel like it's a grandpa because the police found what appeared to be a bloody... First off, things don't appear to be a bloody knife. Either it's a bloody knife or it looks completely not like a bloody knife.
It could be jam until further
found
testing. Somebody could have been making...
This looks like Nutella. I gotta lick it. Oh, that's not Nutella.
Oh,
that is not
that's
Nutella.
human fecal matter.
So, the police found what appeared to be bloody knife with a 10-inch blade outside the victim's home. So I'm thinking the grandpa, after he did it, he's like, fuck. The kid runs out. He's like, I probably shouldn't have stabbed. Well, while eating a donut, he's like, I probably shouldn't have stabbed this kid. And he just goes to the porch and he goes, and he wings the knife.
Never look.
Just like, I'm gonna get this out in the yard. They'll never find it.
Oh my God. I wonder if he wiped the prints
Into the
off.
house.
I wonder if he wiped the prints, man.
What kind of donuts we thinking are stab worthy?
I was thinking they gotta be like powdered jelly. Kind of stab those and they're bloody.
Kreme.
I don't know.
Powdered
Totally
jelly.
fitting.
I'm thinking classic chocolate frosted with sprinkles.
There's got to be some good powder on those fucking donuts to stab someone.
Oh God.
He's like, give me the one with sprinkles. It's like, that's mine. It's like, give me the one with sprinkles.
Jesus.
I don't want the plain donut, goddammit.
It's like that. You're stuck with an old fashioned, or you can stab him and get the fucking chocolate frosted with sprinkles. Don't give the old timers the old fashions. They don't like it.
Well, Billy's not allowed at Grandpa's house anymore because
He keeps stabbing him over pastries.
yeah. Last time was a fig Newton.
Jesus.
Getting stabbed over a fig Newton would be pretty low.
Well, during the holidays, times get really tense with the family.
Oh yeah.
That's why you always got to bring enough crescent rolls.
Oh yeah.
And enough knives.
Yeah, have a backup.
Stick to the butter knives this fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, give everybody the dull plastics. God, I love Thanksgiving, man. Fucking turkey, got your cranberry. Fuck with a little pumpkin pie. Oh.
I got a blackberry pie earlier today. Speaking of that.
That's nice. A little tarty. I love pumpkin pie, man. That's like when I fuck with pies. There's only 2 pies I fuck with.
Cool. I'm big on the pumpkin. I'll take pumpkin over apples.
Pumpkin pie, man. I'm big on pumpkin spice in general. I've been like fucking chugging down pumpkin spice coffees.
There you go.
And then pumpkin spice has caused quite the roar recently in Baltimore, actually. An unusual smell prompted the evacuation of a high school, Cristo Rey Jesus High School was evacuated after students and teachers detected a strong smell. Several people were brought to the hospital for stomach issues.
Damn.
Everybody was thinking...
You'd think it's like a gas leak
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Everybody was thinking, the worst. There was an odd odor, maybe there's bacteria, mold. I mean, we had an incident in our school.
One of them raccoons got back up into the vent systems.
Oh, God. Are schools in Baltimore that bad? It is a pretty rough city.
They get in there to get out of the heat, and then by fall, you start to smell.
Yeah. Well, the funniest thing is, like, the fire department responds, they can't find anything. And then they locate a pumpkin spice aerosol can that's plugged into an outlet. So it's like one of those auto dispense units. And that's what...
Oh, like the little oil burner things or
Yeah,
something?
it says aerosol, so I'm imagining like one of the spray ones that's time.
Oh,
So it must have just been a really shitty company. And I wish that we had the company name because I would shame the company because you're doing damage with your product. You evacuated a fucking high school.
I know people can be really sensitive to smells, too.
True. Maybe it got fucked up and it was just like triggering auto. It's just like kept fucking pumping it. Bah, 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 bah. It's just like fucking pumpkin spice overload. You can't even tell what it is anymore.
So we're going from a pumpkin spice overload to a bit of a knockout challenge between George Foreman and Steven Seagal. Now that's a fight that I think we all want to see.
Oof. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Money's on Steven.
What?
Well,
Oh my God.
I was gonna say the 68-year-old boxing legend challenged the 65-year-old action movie star to a 10-round fight in Vegas.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got my money on Foreman without a doubt. He's got fucking monster hands. And
Yeah, I would say so.
He's just gonna fucking knock him out right away. I don't care what
this-
Seagal tries using.
Is this the next Mayweather-McGregor fight?
Oh yeah,
Who knows?
dude. How much? I would fucking pay to see that. I would pay a cover charge at a bar to see that. I'll pay $20.
Someone might die in the ring. They're both quite old.
One of them just drops of a heart attack as soon as the bell rings for the first round. Bing bing.
Have the paramedics standing by.
I'd say if I had to put money on somebody dropping dead, it would be Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I would say so too.
I think
There's
Foreman's.
one karate kick too high. It hasn't stretched in years.
Oh,
Like it just pulls it down on the mat. He knocked himself out.
God. Yeah.
Kicks aren't even allowed in the boxing match.
Ah.
So yeah, Foreman tweeted, Steven Seagal, I challenge you one-on-one. I use boxing. You can use whatever. 10 rounds in Vegas. And then he quickly said, no weapons.
No
Hand-to-hand
weapons.
only.
No weapons.
He's like, Steven Seagal's like, nope, no takebacks. I get to use a crowbar.
Fucking.
Oh, he's got the chair.
He's
got the chair.
Asses, man. I don't know. I think Foreman's just gonna snap him.
Big George Foreman versus the new Russian, Steven Seagal.
Oh God.
That's his boxing name now.
The new Russian. The memes coming out of this are hilarious.
He does hold a citizenship in Russia, so I mean.
Yeah.
I'm curious what sparked this, like,
I know, right?
this beef between.
I wonder if Seagal like disrespected him or something.
He's like, fuck your grills.
Oh my God, yo, I got one of those grills and I vouch for it. I'm gonna say, it's convenient.
Yeah, dude, no, they're fucking
Convenient.
Got me through college,
Dude,
you know.
I love it still.
Okay, so I guess they're saying that Foreman might be challenging him, Steven Seagal, to this fight because of his comments about the NFL and the players who are protesting currently. I guess Steven Seagal put out some kind of video commenting on it, and George Foreman's like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you over this. So we can't say that that's the reason for sure, but it's odd that, like, I guess the timing sort of lines up for that.
I mean, shit. He's
Makes
an old
sense.
school man. You don't disrespect an old school man.
Two powerhouses going at it in the ring.
I'm gonna say,
Geriatrics rumbling this Sunday.
oh, dude, I bet you Foreman's still ripped as fuck. I bet you Seagal is just this flabby old fucking dude signing books now, and movie covers and movie posters.
See, I
God.
wish it wasn't hand to hand. I wish Foreman could use his grills.
Oh my God.
Just one on each hand,
Seagal
plugged
had
in with
nunchucks.
extension cords, like boxing gloves. Just going to clamp on them and grill.
Oh my god. God, one grill on each hand, like clamps. Call him the clamp. Dude, that's awesome. Oh my god, just clamping his head while just like reaching around and just jabbing him in the stomach with one of the grills.
Now, I think Steven Seagal would use ninja stars, though.
Ooh.
Like, that would be
like,
his weapon of choice.
I feel like that's where the lines cross on weaponry. It can't be like a deadly throwing.
But Foreman could block him with the grills.
Ting, ting. Oh, that.
Ding, 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 ding. Deflecting him off into the crowd. That'd be some audience participation.
Oh my god. Eyewear and helmets would definitely be necessary at the...
That's a foul ball you don't want to catch.
Just turn your head down if the star comes at you.
Oh god.
God.
Yeah, I'm not sure Vegas would allow.
They got to do it in one of the octagon rings, so they don't, the weaponry doesn't fly out. We've talked about a lot of outrageous fights that may or may not happen in our lifetime.
God. Yeah, a bear versus like 3 MMA fighters.
Or versus one woman in a ring. We talked about that actually happened.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to listen to some of our past episodes.
That's a throwback, way back in the archive.
Oh, and even farther back is medieval knights fighting in full battle regalia.
Oh my god. Yeah, M1. M1's ridiculous.
In an octagon, yeah.
Yeah, M1 knights are ridiculous.
Just slamming someone's head with the butt of your sword. Just get them in a headlock. Just rap on it like a bucket.
Oh man.
A woman fighting a bear, though, that's
True story. I forget the lady's name. Well, the bear was chained up, but she submitted it a couple times, I think. It tapped.
Yeah, it tapped.
Now she's just being a bitch.
It was only a black bear though. If that shit was a grizzly, it would have ankle locked her. They got way better technique. Either way, I'm still saying Foreman's gonna clean up Seagal easier than his grills clean up. I'm telling you. That's the George Foreman grill. Go to Macy's today. You can get your own. It's really nice. No, I'm just kidding. This is an advertisement for that.
She's just gonna beat the shit out of Seagal. There's a little part at the bottom of the ring that pulls out. You can just clean his ass out.
Oh my god. Oh.
You gotta take those grease drippings and shoot him back like a shot. Yeah. That's what that's for.
Disgusting.
Just scrape away all the nasty Seagal.
Oh, we're gonna. This is disgusting territory. We're stepping out of here.
Hope no one's eating.
Well, the burglar in our next story made sure to clean up after he was done at a Long Island restaurant, which is close home to you, actually, right, Matt?
Yeah. Oh, Hicksville.
Yeah, Hicksville, New York.
Which restaurant
this is this? Nelly's Taqueria. What is that? Taqueria?
Taqueria?
Taqueria? Taqueria. I've never heard of a place, but I'm assuming they serve
food.
It's
where they make tacos.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sounds like a type of diarrhea.
Legit.
No, they got out here. It's really prevalent. You got like taquerias all over the place. It's just like it's like a kitchen where you can get burritos and stuff like that.
Oh, that's sick.
It's like a lunch counter, deli counter, but for like Mexican food.
I knew I'd like it as soon as I heard talk. That works for me. Well, security video showed him put on the gloves, started heating up a pot, and then he hammered over in the register. He pocketed the money. And he put $1 in the tip jar because he's a little courteous, you know. And then,
what a nice guy.
And then he started cooking up a storm in the dark, including beans, chicken, and shrimp.
Damn, he's eating good.
Yeah,
this guy's got taste.
Hell yeah, man. The owner of the restaurant says that the dude had some skills. He admired his cooking skills through the security footage.
He's like flipping the chicken in the thing, throw a little bit of hot oil in so the flames go up.
Oh, he's smooth.
Got a regular Guy Fieri here.
Yeah, man.
And Flavor Town.
Oh, don't take me to Flavor Town.
Like, my God, this man's from Flavor Town. Send out the Guy Fieri squad.
Oh God, frosted tips everywhere. After eating, he covered and refrigerated the food and wiped down all surfaces.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cleaning up his evidence.
Well, you know, I get it. I get it. You know, you're already doing a nuisance of robbing the register. Why is it gonna make more of a headache for him?
It's not like they're gonna have money to pay the staff to clean up after that. So
yeah, true.
This guy's super courteous.
Yeah.
It says he came there the night before.
Yeah, it says that he was there the night before but didn't cook. So I don't know if he broke in and left, or if he just like was there during the day.
He was there for a specific dish.
Oh, you imagine it's like it's all because they were out of chicken, or they cooked it wrong. They cooked it wrong. He's like, man, I'm gonna break in there and cook it the right way.
I know this chicken can taste great.
He was there applying for a job. They're like, we don't think you have the skills.
Oh.
He's like, I'll show you guys.
He had like a legit meal, labeled it, put it in the fridge for him.
They're like, holy shit, dude! Someone get this guy
some good fucking chicken.
But then he's off into the night to do it to another restaurant.
Yeah, this is mysterious guy
in, cooking himself some food. So how much did he get out of the till? Did they end up saying?
No, there's no notice of like how much money he pulled from the register. I'm sure it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, he didn't tip that much, so hopefully he wasn't that greedy.
So that was caught on like security camera footage.
Yeah, this is all caught on security footage. That's how the restaurant owner was able to admire his cooking. Maybe he'll get a cooking show deal from this. You never know. Maybe that footage will go viral.
Security cam
like the
cooking.
Next Salt Bay.
Food Network is looking for this unknown man, as well as the police in New York.
Well, another person everyone's looking for is Bigfoot.
Hell yeah, man.
And in our scary clip of the week, we have Bigfoot drone footage. Potential.
Yeah, okay.
Asterisk.
Alleged.
Potential. Bigfoot drone. Allegedly. Bigfoot drone footage.
Caught. Bigfoot on a drone. I don't know. I like looking at it. It's cool, but it's
kind of compelling.
It still kind of looks like a dude in a fucking ape costume.
Now, Maddie, have you watched this at all yet?
No, I haven't seen this one yet.
If you go and click on that link there, I'd say go about 4.5 minutes in. It'll give you a good still frame in the video, because it's a long video. It's like a 9-minute video. We're going to be sure to post this up on the Facebook page on Wednesday. We've been doing scary clips instead of funny clips for the month of October.
Hell yeah.
We want to know what you guys think about this.
Yeah, it's definitely questionable, but I mean, hey, who knows? You never know. There's so much fake footage. It's like, if real footage comes out, how do we ever know if it's real these days?
And to describe this footage to people, it's basically it looks like someone testing out their drone, kind of, just getting footage of their house and their property. And he's kind of going back and forth, doing stuff over the driveway, testing it out, and then he flies kind of high and goes over the back area of his property, and he catches some sort of large black humanoid figure walking through the woods. Now, it could just be someone wearing black sweatpants and black hoodie or whatever. But I don't know. It doesn't look quite like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, I see that.
Yeah, what's your take on it, seeing it for the first time?
I feel like these guys kind of set this shit
Yeah,
up.
I mean, there's always that, too. And we talked about that last time with the ghost video that we had posted. It's hard to tell these days.
It's like, come on, man. You're going to tell me you're just
what's set up.
testing out the new drone and Bigfoot pops
This
up?
is in Northern California that this happened.
Who knows? That's pretty close to you.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far Roseville, California is from me. I'm going to look it up right now.
I'm just watching this on
that's the thing. You want to write off these Bigfoot videos when you see them, but then some of them are a little bit more compelling, and you're like, huh, that's weird. I got to watch that again.
I love the way they describe it. It's indisputable proof that Bigfoot exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite the clickbait. It's up near Sacramento. It's outside of Sacramento, near the Sierra Nevada mountains, towards Lake Tahoe almost.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a good ways. It's 2.5 hours from me. I don't know if Bigfoot's coming into San Jose anytime soon.
Nah, I wouldn't hold your breath.
So that's our scary clip of the week.
This is Full Start, the show about those presumptuous pictures that studios were sure would spawn a franchise, but didn't.
So back on Eternia, Skeletor sort of locates the key on Earth with Google Maps, and then asks where his mercenaries are. He's had to walk past those mercenaries to get into the room.
Yeah.
Guys, Skeletor is rude. Go on.
Okay, go on.
Film does not know what mercenaries are. Evelyn assembles them, but then introduces them to Skeletor as his finest warriors. Are they his warriors, or are they freelancers?
Okay, name them.
Beastman.
Come on. There's at least one. There's one that's an easy one.
I know.
Because some motherfuckers always try and ice skate uphill.
Blade.
Thank you. Yeah, that's two.
Look, the fact that we were able to name two characters in this film
were able to name two.
Instantly makes it better than Planet of the Apes.
If you like that, you can hear more on iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitter, and Facebook at Full Starts Pod.
Now we're moving on. We got some terrifying video games.
It's me, Mario.
Finish him. There was a few. I mean, there was a Resident Evil series. It was really, really good. Did you play those growing up?
Yeah, I definitely played a little bit of Resident Evil. It was always like really complicated, the storylines, and I enjoyed it more for like the actual gameplay of like shooting the zombies and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the arcade games were always pretty cool.
Definitely, and Silent Hill was probably more terrifying.
Oh my god! Silent Hill, PS1, man. I remember it being like, I don't even remember, probably like 8 or 9. And that game just fucking terrifying the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, complete mindfuck, dude. The game.
Oh my god, it's so fucking horrifying. Silent Hill 2 was really good too. That was a good follow-up. I believe that was on PlayStation 2.
I forget which Silent Hill it was, but I remember when I was first introduced to Silent Hill, the person that I was playing the game with, they said, you know, that they say the best time to play this is like the middle of the night with all the lights off, like by yourself. And I was like, that's horrifying. That is a good way to like get the shit scared out of you.
That sounds like the worst time to play it.
It's like it'll hype the experience so that you're actually that much more scared.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool though.
That's sort of how I felt about the game Outlast.
Oh my god, that game
which
is
I got that around last October, I think.
Yeah. There's 2 of them out now, right?
Yep, they put out a second one, and that one's creepy just because you can't attack, you can only hide or run, and you got to find your way through like different areas with like psychopath killers and stuff like that.
Is it a psych center as well, like the first one is?
The first one is, yeah, it's set in a psychiatric center, and you're a journalist, and I think you have like a video camera that you can put into like night vision. That one was, I couldn't even beat that game. I still haven't beat it just because I'm too chicken shit to play all the way through it.
Oh yeah, dude. Do you remember the one game, Manhunt?
Yes,
dude. Oh my god,
that one was crazy. That one got banned in some countries.
Yeah, well, it was fucking horrifying. You could kill people with like the most insane things.
Plastic bags.
The plastic
Axes.
bag was horrifying. Yeah, like plastic bag, you just like fucking suffocate somebody. Oh, no game.
The longer you would like hold the button, the more brutal the like attack would eventually be.
Yeah, man, that was made by Rockstar too. I'm surprised they haven't brought it back, but it's probably like they were like, we don't need any more controversy besides Grand Theft Auto.
Like
yeah, and that was
pushing the label, you know, pushing the over
there. And that was around the same time as like Grand Theft Auto 3, and like probably right after.
Yeah.
Maybe around Vice City. Another one that I wanted to touch on was The Evil Within. Now I only played a little bit of this game, but this is another horrifying one where you just like you're gonna get murdered a ton of times before like beating the game.
Is it the one where you're searching for your wife?
I forget exactly what the story was with it, but you're like trying to make your way out of this
mansion, right?
Yeah, it's some sort of like murder house. It reminded me if anyone's seen the Hostel series of movies. God. It was like someone being trapped within Hostel, like one of the Hostel houses, and trying to find your way out.
Yeah, dude, terrifying fucking movie.
Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm just a pussy or something, but I can't get through half of these horror-based games.
Dude, I remember when we were playing Outlast, we were both talking about it. It's like we can only play it in like little segments because it's like, dude, it gets your heart elevated. It's like uncomfortable feeling, like.
Dude, I couldn't even finish Max Payne.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I got to the scene where he's like dreaming, and there's like you hear the baby screaming in the background and like that trail of blood, and I was just like, dude, this is fucking
yeah. Shit's terrifying.
Yeah, I love terrifying games. They're fun, man. Especially when you get to the Halloween time. It's a fun little thing, you know?
Yeah, it's a good way to get you in the mood.
Hell yeah.
Get you jumping. Now, some not so terrifying games are the games with gold that Xbox is giving away this month.
You had your hands on Gone Home, the first game we're going to cover. I believe you said you beat it in an hour?
Just under an hour, I think. I want to say it was maybe 45 minutes or so. But it was weird. It was like Myst or Riven, kind of, if you'd ever played those computer games as a kid, where you're just sort of walking around and kind of solving puzzles and you're reading notes and shit like that.
Okay.
And yeah, it wasn't hard to beat at all. You there's a very easy path that you follow to just kind of get your way through.
Yeah, see, it looked like it was really cool. The way it was controlled, I saw a few videos of people just controlling random things. You could pick up things and put them back in place, and
yeah,
you had to really spin things to investigate all objects, which I thought was really cool.
That's very true. It had sort of puzzles that you had to make sure you were looking in the right places and move the objects so that you can get numbers for combinations and stuff like that. But it wasn't difficult. I beat the main story, but there were a lot more achievements on it than just complete the main story. And apparently it was an award-winning computer game at one point.
Okay, that
it's
makes
all
sense.
about the story. If you pay attention to the story, I really wasn't. I was just flying through it, trying it out.
Bucket through it, trying to get to the end game.
That one's available for all of October for Xbox One, and it's worth playing. I'd say check it out.
The next game we're going to cover is Rayman 3 HD Edition, which I didn't get my hands on, but I played it originally.
It reminds me of the Banjo and Kazooie or something from N64.
Yeah, it's just that free
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, open track fucking 3D element. It's kind of fun.
I prefer the Rayman games that are platformers where you gotta run and jump and do all
2D.
that shit.
Yeah,
as opposed to the 3D ones.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like when they did Mario 3D.
I was just gonna say I appreciate the Mario series 2D way more than the 3D ones.
Even though that was definitely a cool game, Mario 3D, but just in terms of Rayman and that platform, I don't really appreciate it as much.
Yeah, I've done Rayman 2D back in the day. Never done the
3D. It does. It's a really rip off Banjo Kazooie feel, Spyro the Dragon, so many games have gone down this path before, so it's nothing new. It's a mindless game, and if you're a fan of the Rayman series, fuck it. And plus, not to mention, it's free until the 15th.
Yep. And that's one of the backwards compatible ones from Xbox 360. So, I mean, that's also, that's why you're getting an older style game.
Yeah.
Next one up is the Turing Test. This one's available from October 16th to October 15th, and it's a logic skill puzzler type of thing set on Jupiter's moon Europa. So it's from what I saw of it, it looked like a space version of Portal.
Okay.
If anyone's ever played Portal or Portal 2.
Physics based?
Well, you're solving puzzles. It's you need to hit something over there in order to open up the door to go to the next place where there'll be another thing to solve.
Okay.
And you're sort of making your way through. But visually, it looks really cool because you are on a space station sort of thing, looking out, and there's all kinds of badass things to look at graphics wise.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty dope. I'll definitely be checking that one out.
I'm actually excited for that one. That's an Xbox One game.
Okay.
Like I said, available 16th to November 15th, so you have a whole month to grab that one.
The last game we're going to touch on is Medal of Honor Airborne, which is port over from 360 as well. So it's a backwards compatible one. It's pretty cool. It's a World War II first-person shooter, and it'll be available the same 15th through the end of October.
Yeah, and it's funny because I always forget about the Medal of Honor series. There's Call of Duty and Battlefield, and then it's oh yeah, Medal of Honor. That's right.
It's like the OG right there.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
more
that one was really good.
Yeah. Their last one wasn't too good. It was one of those games that quickly went to a $20 price range. That's never a good sign. And I played it.
They were the OGs.
They were, yeah. The old school ones, including this one, were just solid. Especially the storyline in this one's pretty cool too. So yeah,
it's definitely worth picking up.
Hell yeah. Again, all these games are free. Why the fuck won't you pick them up?
Yeah, right.
So check out Gone Home, Rayman 3 HD, The Turing Test, and Medal of Honor Airborne. All free till the dates that we listed. Now, we'll give you something else to do. We're going to talk about some of the best haunted attractions that you can visit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a time of the year, man. I'm actually going to one of these on this list. I feel privileged. It's number 2, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and Matt, you should check that one out too. We were talking about that earlier before the show.
That's right over
that
Hyde
one's
Park.
in Ulster. We'll actually get to that one.
We'll get to that one. Yeah, the list we have is coming from hauntworld.com. We're gonna post this up on the Facebook so people can check this out. It's got the top 15 haunted attractions in the country.
Yeah, number 1 is called Haunted Overload. This one's in Lee, New Hampshire. And Haunted Overload is an original outdoor haunt in a class of its own. It blends astounding handmade sets, gigantic monsters, spellbinding costumes with spectacular sound and light to create the ultimate Halloween experience.
That is pretty dope, man. The one we're talking about before is number 2, actually. Headless Horseman. And it's a hayride place that's located in Ulster Park, New York. Near Highland. You know, anybody from the Dutchess County area will know this place. It's
Kingston.
Or
People
Kingston.
are familiar with that.
Yeah. It's an amazing place, man. They got 10 different buildings. They have a corn maze. They have this craziest hayride you'll ever go on. It's insane. And every year they reboot the whole, theme. So it's something new every year. You're not looking at the same shit. You can go every year and it'll be different. And that's one of the big things I like about it. But the property's fucking huge. And the hayride goes on for a whole mile, so it'll keep you entertained for hours at end.
It's really popular too. You need to make a reservation when you go.
Oh yeah. I'm sure all these places are like that. You just don't walk in really. You're probably gonna see that it's sold out. They're only open most of these places for 2 or 3 months at most.
So you got to get there quick during the week of October. It's always good to go in the beginning of October because there's not as much demand in terms of lines. And
some people go to these places at the end of September, man, and they go past past Halloween as well.
Our third selection here is the 13th Gate in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 13th Gate is all about extreme ultra realism. The artists behind the massive dark attraction are experts at blurring the lines between horror and reality, and guests frequently wonder between screams whether what they are experiencing is real or not.
Oh, cool.
And they have Hollywood style set design. They feature a real snake infested Louisiana swamp, nightly voodoo shows, claustrophobic cellars, hidden subterranean passages, and even prehistoric ice cave, all woven together as a masterful sort of attraction.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They have a 40,000 foot outdoor New Orleans style cemetery that has over 400 zombie infested crypts. Now we were all saying before we've never actually been to Louisiana, but we were saying that this would be a cool enough attraction to hit up while you're down there.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, man. It looks crazy.
I'm surprised. One of the sad things about this list of 15 places is California has nothing on it.
Really?
Nothing. Yeah, it's so weird. Why are you guys down on the horror game?
I don't know. They don't do the end of the year holidays right out here.
You're making all the movies. What the fuck?
Yeah, they got the effects. Damn.
Number 4 on our list is the Dent Schoolhouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. And it's really cool because it takes place in an actual haunted schoolhouse that has a whole history behind it. And the setup is a murderous janitor is the whole theme behind it. And it's got a pretty cool look to it. The whole place is set up around the schoolhouse, but they got a lot going on.
Our fifth and final attraction that we're going to talk about is called Netherworld, and that's in Atlanta, Georgia. You can go to their website, fearworld.com, which is kind of cool that they got that domain. It's a self-guided tour with dark, and it's all dark with over-the-top special effects, intense makeup, elaborate costuming, skilled stunt actors, and those are the small things that if they put enough effort into it, it actually makes it really great. I always found when they can have people flying over top of you, or jumping off of a springboard and like having blood splatter or something like that.
Yeah, everybody expects somebody to just pop out from behind something. If you can do a new element, it definitely...
Always expect it.
Yeah.
Now, I remember even at the Headless Horseman that we talked about before, they had people on like zip lines going across the top like when you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing where you always got to be looking. And they kind of pride themselves there at Netherworld in Atlanta, Georgia. They say that they're always changing it up from year to year to keep people interested and going.
Hell yeah, man. It gets old if you go to the same place and they got the same theme every year. It's like, oh, you've seen it. Why would you go again?
Right. So we'll be sure to post this article up on the Facebook page. That way, if you want to check out the other 10 that we didn't get to, you can check them out. And hopefully there's something near you that you can go to and get scared a little bit this Halloween.
Hell yeah. And I think that brings us to the end of the show. This is the best part, the meat of the show, where we do all of our plugs. Matt, do you have anything you want to plug out?
Yeah, I guess I could plug out a cartoon I'm working on, Walking Whale, at WOKNWHALE. Definitely give it a look. It's pretty interesting.
And that's same thing on Facebook and Instagram and all that?
Yeah, same through all platforms. Very raunchy. You know, if you're a fan of South Park, Rick and Morty, definitely check it out.
Yeah, everything I've seen so far, I've definitely enjoyed. I've seen the promos. You haven't released the full episodes yet, right?
Nah, you know, it takes some time.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to check us out, check out our Facebook at American Slacker Podcast. And don't forget to stop by the American Slackers group, where we're discussing all kinds of weird shit and anything funny. Also, check out our Instagram, American Slacker Podcast. We post all the promos for the show. You'll find our artwork and all kinds of cool images. And don't forget to stop by the website, AmericanSlackerPodcast.com.
You can also find us on Twitter and Reddit at AMERSLKR Podcast. And you can also find all of our episodes on YouTube, along with our bonus episodes and all that fun stuff. Please rate and review us on iTunes, 5 stars or nothing, and tell a friend about the show.
Send us an email, AmericanSlackerPodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to check out our Spotify playlist, where we have all the artists that we've covered on the show. Search American Slacker Podcast, and you'll be listening in no time.
You can also become a Patreon sponsor of the show, which gives you access to some bonus recordings that we've recorded. You know, you'll get a shout out at the top, like those lovely people we talked about earlier. You can also ask us a question. We'll add you onto our Xbox friends list. All kinds of good stuff. And just the fact that you're supporting us warms the cockles of our hearts, if we had to say.
Yes, I would definitely say that's fair to say.
We're also looking for any animators. Get in touch with us. Hey, Matt, you might know an animator.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely chat about that. Dude, I'll tell you right now, it's not easy finding someone that's dedicated on that.
Don't forget to check out our personal stuff. My personal Instagram is MWG Media. My Snapchat and gamertag are Matty G from HP.
And you can find me on all the social media at Landers the Plane. Well, thank you for coming on the show, Matt. We really appreciate it.
And until next time, that's it.
There you go.